Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome back to After the Island.
Welcome. We're so happy to have you guys back for this Paramount Plus recap episode.
Yes. Did anyone else have trouble figuring it out?
I'm thinking everybody. But if you're new here and you're a new viewer of Love Island USA, we are covering the show. We're doing recaps, reviews, and we'll have special guests on. Like later today, we have a guest coming, and that episode will most likely be out later this week.
Yep.
And today we're recapping the Paramount Plus episode. But before we jump into it, we just want to thank all of our incredible sponsors. HelloFresh,
America's #1 meal kit delivery service,
BetterHelp,
online professional counseling service,
and Nutrafol.
hair wellness from within.
So After the Island is brought to you by the Forever Dog Podcast Network. Listen to new episodes of your favorite comedy and culture podcasts each week at foreverdogpodcast.com or wherever you listen to podcasts. And be sure to keep up with the latest Forever Dog news by following Forever Dog Team on Instagram and Twitter. Like last season, After the Island is available both as a video and a podcast.
We will be live streaming every single day, Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to, 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Gets confusing. So those are the times we go live. We are live on YouTube, and then if you miss the YouTube stream, you can always check it out right after we go live, or you can go to any of your favorite podcast platforms and listen to us. So even if you want to hear our voices 2 times in one day, go do that.
Yes, and we'll leave all that information for you guys below, right down here. So please go and check that out. You know, if you're on the move, you're in the car, you miss an episode live, you can always watch it back on YouTube or obviously download the podcast like Alex said on any of those platforms.
Yeah. So apparently there was another one of these episodes, someone said.
Another
Before
Paramount
this,
Plus?
which I did not see on the Paramount. Guys, I don't know why they're putting it on 16 different things.
Why are they trying to make it confusing to watch?
It's
let's
hard.
just keep it simple here.
Last night I was freaking out, because I pulled it up.
I
And
couldn't find it.
I finally accessed it, and I was watching the end.
I had to watch it
cool.
today. I had to watch it this morning.
I watched it this morning.
I got up at 6 o'clock and watched it.
Yeah, so for anyone that did not catch it, we are going to fill you in on all of the hot, juicy gossip that happened, because there was a lot that was missed and that was touched on.
I know, and we didn't think so. We thought it was going to be like more of an unseen bits, kind of, you know, like people cracking jokes that just didn't make it into the episode, or just like random things happening around the villa that was fun that we missed. But no, there was like stuff that happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like kind of a lot.
Yeah.
And somehow they fit a lot into, I think the episode was only like
42 minutes.
Yeah, 42 minutes. So like you take away the ads, like we're looking at like a 35-minute episode or something. Like that's wild. So we're going to kind of roll through what happened for everyone that missed it that's here, and just tell you guys, you know, what happened along with our thoughts as well, and just hear what you guys have to say. It's also, I heard some people in the chat, it was not on their app. Like, you need Paramount Plus, and you have to, like, buy the subscription, basically, to watch.
Well, yeah, and, like, you couldn't watch it on Roku. You couldn't watch it on Apple TV. Like, it was not working unless you were watching it on your phone or your computer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, jumping in, we are brought to right after the recoupling. And you see Shannon extremely upset that she had to send someone home.
Yeah.
It's never a good feeling to feel like you're kicking someone out.
No. Because it comes down to that last person that's there, or last person to couple up with someone, and it just all of a sudden I think it's overwhelming to feel like you're the person that's making that decision of who gets to spend more time here in this experience and whose journey you're going to end. And I feel like that's a lot of pressure that you don't expect until you're in that moment. I was never put in that position. I don't know if you ever were.
Sorry, what?
Were you ever in the position where you were the last one to couple up with someone, so you were making the choice between who it would be?
No, I got out of it that one time because Kyra ended up having to make the decision, because everyone knew I was going to pick Dylan, and Michael knew. So, like, I was in the clear.
I see. I know. I feel like I would not do well with that. Like, it's like I can never say no to anybody. So she was really upset. So, but I feel like the guys were super nice to Christian afterwards. Like, we got to see everyone, like, really being upset that they were going to miss him. And, you know, it's sad and it's really, you know, sentimental that his journey's ending.
Yeah, a lot of people were crying.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. Like, I know a lot of people don't understand it, and they're like, oh, I can't believe you're crying after, 1 week. I guess it's been a week of knowing someone. But we always say, being it a week, it feels like a month.
Yeah.
Because you're with them 24/7. You get to know them on such a deeper level. You know way too much about each other. You're sharing bathrooms, showers. Like, you're homies by the end of it.
Right.
So everyone was really upset. I heard a lot of crying. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. I feel like I was getting sad even, and, we weren't even there. And I was feeling the sadness from it. So.
No spamming.
I know. It's hard when you guys spam the chat because then we can't really see what's going on, and we like to see what you guys are saying. The next thing I said is Amy is walking away and talking to Jeremy, and she was like, no one even came close in my decision with you. And for me, until I heard her say that, like, I didn't know that. I thought there was still a part of her that wanted to get to know Will and possibly talk to him.
You did think that.
I really did think that. So it was interesting for her to then say, my decision wasn't even close, because that just maybe how the production cut the episode, or we don't see everything. So it's important for me to see that, because then I was like, okay, no, she's not after Will, or there's nothing there anymore, and we must have missed kind of them really having that end conversation where they decide to just be friends. We never get to see that. So her saying that kind of gave me some clarity on that end.
I really like Amy.
Yeah, same. She also said, I wouldn't mind if Josh left.
Oh, she did say that.
And I was like,
whoa,
yeah. I wonder what happened there.
She is just like very off him ever since he did that in the challenge to Shannon.
She is.
He was like, she was saying all the girls were like, ew, why did you even pick him?
Yeah.
Basically is what she said.
I feel like everyone was pretty shocked. I feel like everyone thought she wasn't going to pick him. I totally understand why she picked him. I feel like I would have made the same decision still. But everyone in the villa felt like they thought she was picking Christian. So I wonder if producers had a play in this and maybe went around and like told everybody, she's probably sending him home. That way it was more of a shock value for the first recoupling. Or told Shannon to tell everyone she was leaning towards Christian. That way there was more of a hyped up recoupling.
Well, Matthew Hoffman has jokes out the ass about Josh not being supposed to be there.
I know.
Like, he's like, shockingly, Josh is still here. Still in the villa, which is hilarious.
So then after they have, they discuss Christian leaving and they say their goodbyes, they get a text that the Hideaway is open. And Cinco makes a joke to Will, and he's like, rock, paper, scissors for it. Like, let's do it. And then everyone was like, no, it's going to be Will and Kyra. And then it was just kind of like decided that they were going to go. Super happy for them. The Hideaway looks really cool. I love the dim lighting.
Sexy.
Yeah, it has like the sexy
vibe.
EDM. What is it?
BDSM.
BDSM vibe to it. Is that correct?
Yeah, but that's like whips and chains and
like I feel like they're hiding under the bed. Like I feel like Love Island is trying to pull out that energy in the Hideaway. But I also did notice something that I picked up on with the whole Hideaway. But first, a joke from Matthew Hoffman. He said, "Lights so dim, I could be attractive even, but don't Google me." And I was cracking up.
Someone just wrote that in the chat too. They were like, "How funny was Matt saying don't Google me?"
So Kyra, we see her getting ready, and I noticed only 2 girls were in the dressing room.
Yeah,
before
Shannon
this.
and who else?
It was Shannon, and it was it Amy?
I only remember Shannon being
I think
in
it was
there.
just Shannon. I think she had a talk afterward with just Shannon and Amy.
Mm-hmm.
But they're getting ready, and they're picking out her lingerie, and she's like spreading it across the floor. This girl packed a lot of lingerie.
There was crotchless lingerie.
Yes.
Like, get it?
She was like, I have crotchless panties I'm bringing. And I was like, oh, wow. And then there was comments from Shannon about her body parts that they were able to air on that.
Oh, her vagina?
Yeah. Are we allowed to talk? Like,
yeah, we can.
But they were like, she was like, you have a great vagina. And I'm like, oh, my God, are they allowed to say that?
I was like, naked in front?
I'm like,
probably
CBS,
naked in front of her. That's
yeah, she was. In her crotchless panties. But I was like, oh, my gosh, CBS could never.
CBS could never. That's why Paramount rocks. Like, so Paramount, get your shit together so we can see more of this.
Right? So at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of sold on these Paramount Plus episodes. Like,
yeah,
maybe I will pay a little
too.
extra to hear these, scandalous endeavors.
Does anyone know, sorry, just a little interlude, does it actually, you have to pay $10 like for commercial free to access it? Or was that a lie someone told me because they just wanted me to pay $10?
I actually don't know the answer to that, but it'll be interesting to see. Also, Shannon was like the ultimate hype girl for Kyra. Like, she was hyping her up so much. She was so excited for her. She was like, you look amazing, you look so sexy, like, and it was really nice to see that. I was like, okay, Shannon is cool.
Yeah, no, she's the girl's girl.
Yeah, she is. Totally. And then, so they leave for the Hideaway. They go there, and Will and Kyra are, like, making out and talking on the balcony, and they're like, and Will kind of says, like, I just want to make sure we use tonight to have, like, deep conversation and not take things too fast. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of got the vibe that Kyra was going into that, like, we're about to do it. Like, we're about to send it. But maybe that's just the vibe they're trying to give us, even if she wasn't ready for that either.
Well, it's so weird because after they said that, they didn't talk.
I know.
So I was like, I
think
thought we were going to get a conversation out of them because I still have not heard a conversation between them.
So true.
Besides, like, oh, you make me feel so special, like, blah, 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 and them meditating. Like, I need to see interaction besides them making out.
My guess is maybe when they have these deep conversations or how they were talking all night is if they were talking about, like, family things or, you know, hard circumstances in their life that wouldn't have been appropriate to air on TV. That's the only thing I can think of as why. But here's the really funny thing that I noticed. So she goes in with her red lingerie, right? It clips to a scene right after in a black matching set because I think the producers made her change.
Probably.
Because I think it was, like, too much.
Crotchless.
And I think they made her change because she was in, like, a black silky, like, PJ set, which was still super cute.
Kyra, get that crotchless underwear.
Yeah, she was not wearing that, like, red get up with all the straps and everything. Like, the whole set was wild. I was like, well, whoa.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, I noticed they probably made her change. And then we skip back to...
Well, I was thinking, wait, what did I think about? I can't remember.
Anything else with the Hideaway before they...
Oh, well, no. So just touching on the conversations thing, I think that we need to get more into conversations about the Islanders because just talking about what's going on inside the villa, I get that's the whole premise, but it's getting a little stale.
It is.
It's so boring to hear the same exact thing, and I'm sure they're so bored talking about the same thing because I remember that was one of our pet peeves being in there. Was that every 5 minutes we were like, so where's your head at? Like, has it changed
like, how do you
in
feel?
4 seconds?
How do you feel about them? Like, how do you feel about them? Like, I told you how I feel about them.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like the next day, same conversation. But I want to learn about them as people.
Like hobbies, interests.
Yes, like
stories.
Their past.
Yeah.
Last relationships,
love to hear that.
all that kind of stuff.
And they gave us a little bit of that in season 2 with some of the Islanders, but I would like to see it for season 3.
Yeah.
I think that would be, you know, a great thing to have.
Yeah. I wonder if the stairs are actually, or what am I trying to say? The stairs went in our Hideaway. This is the only reason I'm thinking about it, because they're so like shady and. The stairs were like fake to our Hideaway.
Yeah, they were.
Like you were going up and you had to pass like a whole production room, and so like all of them would just turn around and you'd be like, "Hi, Mom, I'm going into the Hideaway to maybe have sex." Like
walk
it's
by.
So embarrassing.
Yeah, you'd walk by all these people, and you were like, "Okay, I forgot that I'm being filmed," until I just saw like 20 crew people behind the villa house, you know, with their setup and their desks and everything. You're like, "Oh my gosh."
Wait, also
Will had that.
Will talking about the Hideaway. He could not get it down. He was like, "What is it called?" And he's like, "Hiding Away."
Oh yeah, I did write
this. I was crying. I was
oh
like,
my gosh.
I will never call it anything else.
It's so funny.
Hiding Away, like amazing, incredible. LeBron is here. Everyone in the chat, LeBron is here.
What do you mean? Who's LeBron?
LeBron. Yeah, I mean Shaquille.
I was gonna say, isn't his thing Shaquille?
Not LeBron.
I used to call it vulnerable Shaquille O'Neal, even though it's venerable.
I don't know.
I keep calling it vulnerable Shaquille O'Neal, like he's putting his emotions out there about our podcast every day. So, so let's skip back then to what's going on back at the villa while the Hideaway is happening. We have everyone kind of getting ready for bed and walking to bed, and we have the scene where Trina is lagging behind with Cinco.
Okay, why were there so many shots of just the villa and not them speaking? Because I swear I heard a kiss sound. Did you hear that?
No.
I heard a kiss sound.
No
and
way.
I want to know if it was like she went in for it and he wasn't prepared, so he like they like met mouths.
They would not have missed a chance to show that though.
But like I don't know. They didn't show it on CBS.
Interesting.
I swear, in the comments, guys, let us know if you heard that, because I swear I heard like a little smooch.
I just have to say, I put out there at one point that Trina was giving me iffy vibes about kind of, you know, not showing her true colors or the best colors to her personality. And I feel like I was kind of right, and everyone got mad at me and was like, no, she's great. And I was like, guys, I'm sensing something here that might be kind of shady.
I think that it's extremely shady that she did it right after Cash and Cinco had coupled up.
Yes.
And hadn't really, well, so it kind of seems like Cash had an idea now that we're seeing this extra episode.
Yeah.
She had an idea that Trina was still in the mix. And she was saying, I don't want to be a part of this, like, what did she call it? A throuple.
A throuple, yeah.
And she was like, I just don't want to be a part of that. So she did have an idea.
Yeah, I feel like she felt like it was there, or like felt like she could see Trina trying to like weasel her way in, but nothing had actually happened, so she couldn't probably speak too much on it.
Yeah, so I don't know whether I'm super mad at Trina for not talking to her before that happened, because it seems like it was already understood.
Right.
For whoever goes for him is fair game. But the way she went about it was so shady.
So shady. She's like she was like purposely like probably walking slow on the stairs going up, like making comments like, oh, are you gonna sleep in my bed tonight? Like, are you sure you don't want to like come over to my bed?
Yeah.
And it was like, girl, slow down. You can't do that.
Well, I think what also kind of
like
put
trying to
me
sexually
off,
tempt him.
Well, what put me off as well was she was like, well, I love my friend, and I'm like,
Do you?
You're not a friend right now to her.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like, she should go up and talk to her. She didn't say, the fact that she didn't say anything after she went in for the kiss and Cinco went and told her before her friend went and told her.
Right. It's so weird. It's
not a good look.
Even the next day, Cinco talks to Cash about it. Or he whispered to her in bed and was kind of like, we'll talk about it tomorrow. But he, like, let her know right away in bed that was, like, something happened. And then he talked to her tomorrow before Trina could even say something to her. Has Trina even said anything to her at this point?
No.
See, that's
so
that's shady.
That's why it's so shady. Like, and then she finds out and she's like, what the hell? I don't want to create drama, but I don't want to get stepped all over, because that's kind of what's happening. Also, I do want to make one note that I noticed about Cinco that kind of, and I couldn't tell if this is what he was saying.
Yeah.
Because I had my closed captions on.
I have a
did
note
he
too.
say when he went into the shower and the two boys were showering, did he open it and say, she's never had sex? Talking about Cash?
I didn't catch that.
He said she's never done it. But I couldn't catch. I need someone to let me know, because
I would have to go back and watch that exact scene. But I did write it. Thought that was funny that they're like, he's got her like wrapped around him. He picked her up and they're like making out in the bathroom, and there's just two naked dudes behind them showering. I know. Like, it's just casual. They're just making out like right next to the showers, and like two guys are showering.
I know. I love that they were showering together.
I know. They just don't care.
We weren't allowed.
Yeah, we were allowed towards the end, but at first people
were
okay.
Like, no. Okay, I was wrong. Sorry. That's why I needed to ask. He said that she has never showed him affection like that before. Got it.
Yeah, because I think she's trying to prove that she can open up a little more, because she knows, like, if she keeps herself closed off and she keeps on that path, then, like, they're not going to be able to grow into, like, a relationship or move things farther down the line.
Got it. Because I was like, oh, that's not great that you just told your friends that.
Right.
But he was talking about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Oh, my gosh. One of my favorite scenes, too, after this. Okay, we have one little mini scene of Josh looking in the mirror, and he's like, I have pimples. He's, like, so mad at himself. He's like, I have stress pimples. I was like, oh, my gosh. He would be really concerned about that. But there was a really cute scene where all the Islanders jumped into bed together, And it
Oh,
sounded like the bed
yeah.
cracked, and of
It
course it was
did.
Cinco's bed. And his fun fact was that he's broken a bed before, and I'm like, does that make two now? And they're like, it's easy, guys. We can just put it back together. But they look at it, and like the little bed wood planks were all detached, and like one was like underneath the bed.
Yeah. No, wait, someone just said, someone just said, you better start watching with captions. I was watching with captions. That's why I was
I did too.
confused. So it didn't, like, since he was talking low, they put captions underneath my caption. So it didn't show what he
Right.
said. So I thought that he was saying that.
So,
But it's affection, guys. For everyone that's listening, it's affection.
yeah.
Not what I said.
It's never shown affection, to be clear. But let's just take a moment and thank our sponsors. So HelloFresh has fresh meals, and if you're done with stressful meal planning, we are here to help, and that's why we're so excited to be sponsored by HelloFresh. HelloFresh delivers fresh, pre-measured ingredients and delicious seasonal recipes right to your door. Not only do they cut out stressful meal planning, they also cut out grocery store trips, so you can actually enjoy cooking and get your meal ready in just 30 minutes or less.
HelloFresh makes life so simple. There's a wide variety of easy, delicious options for all 3 meals a day, plus every snack and special treat. I love a special treat. You'd want within the HelloFresh market. Last night we made the cherry balsamic pork chops.
And we have the little recipe cards. You can see what they look like again. Oops.
Chef's kiss.
Mwah.
Chef's kiss.
So they give you like the meal, what it looks like on the front. It will be like color coded down at the bottom on this like rim to match the bags of food in your fridge to the cards, so you know which one's which. And then it will give you step-by-step directions on how to go through and cook the meal.
We're
really
having
nice.
Amy come when she gets kicked off or whenever the show is done.
She should do a
we're
HelloFresh.
gonna do a HelloFresh cooking show when she comes.
That sounds
Of
like a
course.
great idea.
Absolutely.
So I love having the box waiting for me when I get home. It's really nice to have it just outside of my apartment door because I know it's one less decision that I need to make that day because we are so busy lately.
Yes.
And I love how simple the recipes are. Everything's pre-portioned right there for you. I also love that their fresh ingredients are sourced directly from growers, delivered from the farm right to my door each week. You just have to try it. It's America's #1 meal kit. I'll let Alex do the last part with some ASMR.
Just go to HelloFresh.com/AfterTheIsland14 and use code AfterTheIsland, say it with me, 14, for up to
14.
free meals plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/AfterTheIsland14. We love you.
Yes, and a moment from our other sponsor, Nutrafol. So After the Island is also sponsored by Nutrafol. Did you know that there are 30 million women out there who are impacted by weakened or thinning hair? If you're one of them, you're not alone. There's a solution that we can deliver that can deliver you results. Nutrafol.
Thousands of women have taken back control of their hair with Nutrafol, with many users raving that the supplement not only transformed their hair, but transformed their confidence. Everyone on Love Island needs to have their confidence glowing. Nutrafol offers 2 targeted formulas for women that are clinically shown to improve hair growth and thickness. But keep in mind, healthier hair growth takes time. It starts with the scalp. You'll begin to experience thicker, stronger, faster growing hair in 3 to 6 months.
So we've been loving taking these. We love that there's like great vitamins in it. It's all about the ingredients that go into it.
Yeah.
We're excited to see our results soon.
Can't wait.
It's kind of funny. We like text each other and we're like, did you take it today?
Yeah. We're like,
We're like, yes,
we're going to
just
have
checking in.
legitimate Rapunzel hair.
We need to like put like alarms on our phone, like the ones that we put on for like
Birth control.
Yeah, that's like what I was thinking we should start doing. So we're excited to continue our hair growth with them. You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the code After the Island to save $15 off of your first month subscription. This is their best offer anywhere. It's only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus free shipping on every order. Get $15 off. I need to work on this voice.
Keep
At
going, I have something to say.
Nutrafol.com/NUTRAFOL.com. Promo code After the Island.
Okay, Elizabeth literally just gave you guys a new rendition of what was that movie with
The Exorcist?
no, House Bunny, when she remembers names and she's like Natalie.
No, see, I can do that really well. But oh my God. Maybe Alex just sticks to the ASMR from now on.
We love to see it. So back into the craziness that ensued. Where were we? Josh getting stress pimples.
Yes. So Will not wanting to rush things, Cash and Cinco, making out at the showers. Oh, and then the Buffazori is what someone started calling Cinco the Buffazori, and I think that is the funniest nickname ever because he's so buff, and it sounds like a Godzilla type nickname, like the Buffazori. Like it sounds like a name of like a dinosaur or something, like something large and prehistoric.
So dead.
Stop. Someone wrote in the comments, the worst ASMR, Elizabeth. I know, I'm so sorry. I won't do that anymore.
Oh my gosh.
But, oh my gosh, everyone was yelling at each other to go to bed. We did this every night, but it was never shown. And we would be like, stop talking, like everyone go to bed. And some nights everyone's just so riled up that no one goes to bed and it's so hard to sleep.
Well, also, like, just a little side note, those lights that are waking you up every morning, they don't go out until every single Islander is in the room and in bed. And sometimes people will be doing beach hut or like having chats that other people aren't a part of for hours. And you're like waiting in bed. The lights are all still on. They won't turn them off. And then so I'm sure when they got back in and everyone finally was there, everyone was talking and Shannon was like, shut the fuck up.
She is hilarious. She brings the best energy. I think she's the most entertaining person on the show to watch out of everybody right now.
Oh, for sure.
Like, I thought it was going to be maybe, like, Will with his accent and everything, but no. Shannon's personality takes the cake.
Yeah, I do have confirmation from a friend of mine. His cousin dated her, and he was like, she's exactly like what you see on the show.
I love that.
Which is incredible.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah.
So, the next morning after the Hideaway, all the Islanders make breakfast. Or before they make breakfast, they all come in and they chat about, how it went. And all the guys start making the funniest jokes to Will. They're like, bro, did you wash your hands? And I was like, oh my God. I can't believe they're able to say that. Paramount Plus. You guys are dirty.
I love it. I love, like, the cursing, though, because it brings it all back to UK. And it just makes it feel like it's way more like the show that we all know and love.
Yeah.
That was definitely funny. The wash your hands, kind of sick.
Oh my gosh. And there was a little like beach hut of Giovanni and he's like whispering to the camera. He's doing like an ASMR similar type voice and he was like, Trina is scheming. Oh yeah. He's like, Trina out today is gonna be scheming.
Giovanni really gave everything in this episode.
Yeah,
he was being so funny. Everything that came out of his mouth. Also, we never talked about, I don't know if you guys saw on our Instagram, we posted this reel of all of the Islanders like throwing a ball to each other and they all had to ask a question and then answer it.
Yeah.
And then so Giovanni gets the like ball and his question is, are you horny? And then just like throws it. And I was like, no way. This man was so quick with it too.
I know.
It's so funny.
And all the other Islanders had like stupid questions. It was like, what's your favorite color? And then he's like, are you horny?
It was just so on point. Like, he's everything. And I think I actually, now that I have said and made a decision on Giovanni and Olivia as I think they're not going to be a couple.
Yeah.
I kind of like them together.
I don't mind them together. I feel like they're not totally... I feel like they need to get challenged a little to see if this feeling spark. Like, I feel like a little jealousy for the two of them would challenge how they feel about each other. So these upcoming dates, I think, will kind of let us see how much they actually do care towards each other in that kind of way. Because sometimes I feel like it takes something like that for someone to get a little jealous and then be like, oh, shoot, I do have feelings.
Well, also, I'm not sure if it was in this episode or it could have been in the previous episode that we already touched on, but I think we forgot to talk about it.
Yeah.
When Giovanni and Olivia were talking, he was talking about how during quarantine, like, he didn't go to college and he's very up to, like, educating himself by himself. So he said he gets very into books. He's read, like, so many books over quarantine. And Olivia was kind of taken aback and she was like, I didn't expect that from you.
I missed this scene and I didn't expect that from him, but I absolutely love that. I would love to know the list of books that he would recommend.
Yeah,
reading.
They're probably funny. I don't know.
Yeah, he's probably got some like Kurt Vonnegut in there. But so wait, there's another
yes,
scene.
Wait, sorry.
What?
Did we talk about brunch yet?
No, we're getting there right now.
Okay.
So brunch, they get a text and they're making a big breakfast.
Why is Amy not cooking?
Well, she made a joke about cooking. I think they wanted it to be like more of a collaborative thing.
Right, but like
for
she
everyone to get
literally
to know each
wasn't
other.
cooking at all.
Yeah. I hope that she just, I don't know. I think it was more just for everyone to like, I feel like sometimes when there's a recoupling and someone gets dumped from the island, it makes everyone feel really spread out and detached as a group. So it makes sense to do either like a game the next day or a challenge, or like they're doing breakfast to kind of make the villa feel like it comes back together again. Because you know you're all there and you want the vibes to be good while you're there, but the vibe is always a little off after someone leaves.
Right. So for the brunch, I loved Giovanni's speech. He was like, yeah, like everything's amazing. We're all great. We're in Hawaii with a bunch of random people. Like,
That is so
he said
funny.
random people,
He said
and I
random
lost
people?
it. I lost it.
Oh my gosh.
He is so random, and I love it.
He is random. And he's like spunky, quirky like that, and I feel like Olivia's like that, so it makes sense. Like it makes more sense to us
and
now.
she's very like in your face kind of.
Yeah. Okay, wait, and then after brunch, Cinco and Trina go for another chat. Also, I forgot to say, wait, after the recoupling, when they're going up the stairs, Cinco has his arm around Trina, like
I think
guiding
we're
her up the
missing,
stairs.
I think
don't
we're
know if
missing
maybe
something.
like I feel like we're missing something because he was like touching her, and I'm like, if he's all I'm into cash, like your hands should be off, you know, kind of like no, not like this, you know, like, not arms around. I don't know. I thought that was weird. So then they have a chat, and then he is talking to her, and he's like not saying no, really. He's like, I'm still really attracted to you. Like he hasn't totally shut the door to her the next day. And I'm like, wait, what? Didn't you just tell her last night you're only into cash, and then the next morning you're like, yeah, I'm just still really physically attracted to you, so I'm open to getting to know you more. Is what he said.
He keeps talking about being so physically attracted to Trina, and it's starting to piss me off because like, can you say that? Like it's pissing me off that he is saying to Cash like, oh, your personality, like we just connect on that level. That's all great, but like,
yeah,
can you stop calling Trina like beautiful and not saying it to the girl you're with?
I know, it was just weird. Like he doesn't compliment Cash like that. He always compliments like, you're so fun or whatever. Like he needs to be like, you turn me on.
Yeah. Well, I think, and that's the complete difference, and I think that's also kind of a comparison to what Trina was talking about when she was conflicted between Jeremy and Cinco.
Yeah.
And she was saying with Jeremy, it's a deep connection, it's a friendship, it's more than just lust. And with Cinco, I'm attracted to him. Maybe that's Cinco as well with those two.
I think she's just like the horniest person in the villa, and I feel like she just wants, like, I feel like she has so much sexual energy towards everybody that it like throws me off almost, because I'm like, are you there just to try to like hook up with everybody? Like I'm confused. And his arm was around her hip, just to clarify, and it was like she was almost purposely trying to like fall back is what I was trying to describe, but I
don't know if she's there to hook up with everybody, but I think that she would be willing to hook up with someone if she felt that she had a deeper connection with them. Yeah. I don't think that she would like go around like screwing everyone.
No, that's not what I'm saying either.
Okay.
I just think she's like very sexual. Like I think that's maybe how she connects with people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Oh. I don't have it.
Let's take one moment to talk about our sponsor, BetterHelp, online professional counseling. So maybe you're looking for a professional counselor to talk to and work through some things. If you are, you should check out BetterHelp. BetterHelp is a professional counseling service done securely online, and it's available worldwide. With BetterHelp, you can start communicating with your own licensed therapist in under 48 hours. They'll assess your needs and match you with someone that they think is a great fit.
You just log into your account anytime and send a message to your counselor. From there, you can schedule weekly video or phone sessions, whatever works best for you. BetterHelp is all about making great therapeutic matches, just like Love Island, so it's easy and free to change counselors if needed. You can recouple up with a different counselor. And there's financial aid available if that's something you need as well. Just visit betterhelp.com/aftertheisland, that's better, HELP, to join the 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of experienced professionals.
Plus, we have an offer for you. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/aftertheisland. That's right, we said 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/aftertheisland. And for all of our therapists out there, they are actively recruiting right now in all 50 states. So you can apply for the job position as well. And the link for that is also betterhelp.com/aftertheisland. So back to the podcast. There was a lot that happened in this episode. So then we have Cinco, in this chat, and then it skips to, we want to talk about the reveal of the new Islander?
Yeah, Isaiah.
So he comes in before these other 3 girls do, it looks like.
I can't get comfy.
She's trying to sit on her feet. Are you trying to look taller than me or something?
No, I just can't get comfy.
But so he comes in, and this is the most epic way to enter the villa I have ever seen. I am so jealous.
The budget must be on point, because that's a date. That's a ending date. That was my ending date.
They set him up to have this Christian Grey, really sexy, wealthy entrance.
Yeah.
I'm on a helicopter, whatever. It's they want people to flip or not flip, but change it up. And I feel giving him such a hot entrance is actually gonna help, because it's your first impression.
Yeah, I mean, I was not expecting it.
I was not expecting
but
it.
I'm
I don't
not
think
mad
anybody
about it.
was. He's cute. I thought
He's
he was
cute.
really cute.
He's definitely not my type, but I really
Really?
don't know who's going to go for him.
I thought he had really nice eyes. I feel he gave off a very suave, sexy vibe. I don't know who would go
Did
for
we
him
hear
now.
him talk?
No. I'm just basing
I'm
the
waiting.
slow-mo walk
I'm
with
waiting
the
for
eye
that.
gaze.
Yeah.
I know, honestly, the minute he opens his mouth, it might be a totally different personality than I'm picturing. I think I'm just picturing a whole idea based on the entrance.
Right.
Which shows you how important it is how you enter the villa.
That is actually a great point.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, at first I was oh, is this just kind of a joke and a filler of the helicopter flying over and they couldn't get any audio because when Cash and who was working out with her, Kyra, were working
Yeah.
out, Matthew Hoffman made such a funny joke
was very
about
funny.
the audio. He was this audio is perfection. And they're jump roping and all you hear is the whoosh, 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 whoosh.
So you
and
can barely hear their
them
conversation.
maybe for 4 sentences.
So funny.
It was so funny.
Now they might know if they want to talk about something secret and not get it picked up on camera, just go jump roping.
Yep. Or go to the stairwell where no one can see you, because I still think that they had a kiss.
I know.
I need
Maybe
someone
they're saving it
to
for the
maybe
episode.
to look into that to see if I'm hearing correctly,
I know.
because I really feel like I heard it.
I feel it wasn't. Maybe it was a sound effect of someone else that they just threw in there to make it sound like that and throw us off. It might have
Everyone
been
is
someone else
saying-
kissing in bed
sorry.
or something.
Sorry, everyone's saying to go watch the drop episode. Guys, how do you get the drop episode? These things are so
What is the drop
confusing.
episode?
We don't know the schedule or where to find these
It's on the
things.
CBS app. You saw Shannon him. Wait.
Shannon and Amy were probably going to go watch the
Oh,
drop
all
today.
the girls did. They're saying all the girls were into him.
Interesting.
I knew it. I told you. The helicopter, it set him up for success.
Drop is completely about Isaiah.
Yeah. We
Wait,
gotta watch it.
Okay, so it's on CBS,
Yeah.
The Drop.
Okay, what a
What's the
bummer for Isaiah,
difference?
though, that, even though you have this epic drop, and it's not even the episode that's on TV for everyone
It's totally
to see.
gonna be on
You
this
think
night's episode.
they'll take clips from it,
I think
probably.
they're just
the
giving
highlights
us
of it.
more to go off of.
I love that about Love Island, that everybody always wants more. More after shows, more recaps. You can't consume enough of it. Once you
No.
get into it, you're hooked. And I like that about the whole franchise.
Well, and we need more. We need to know more about these people, because I can't listen to them one more time say, so where's your head at?
So where's your head at? Yeah, at the end of the day, what are you thinking?
So I feel like that's kind of
That's
the
kinda-
gist of it,
yeah.
but we did want to touch on this new show, because I did see someone write in the chat, so I do want to talk about it. This
Yeah.
new show just dropped yesterday. Well, it's not out yet, but it's called F-Boy Island, and it's going to be on HBO Max. One of my best guy friends is on it and is going to kill it. Also, Lauren from last season, her boyfriend is also on it.
Lauren Coogan.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
Very crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, we definitely want to start getting more into discussing other reality shows down the line. So
Right.
it'll be good to start weaving in a little bit of other shows here and there. You guys write in the chat of like what you're watching, so we can start hopping on the bandwagon of those.
Yeah, and for the F-Boy Island thing, just to give you a premise of what it's about, it's basically a total mix of Bachelor in Paradise, Love Island, and The Bachelor. So it's 3 women, and they have a pool of guys that they're dating. So, like, I think it's 12 guys each. And at the end, they find out that they're competing. All of them separately are competing for, I think it's $100,000. So it's like there's an incentive to win at the end. And certain guys are F-boys, and other guys are like, I guess, like rehabilitated F-boys. They're no longer F-boys.
No
And
way.
I think it's going to be very interesting, and I heard HBO is putting a lot of money behind it.
Is the season, is all the episodes releasing like at once? You can binge this, or is it like per week?
I'm not positive.
Yeah.
I am unaware.
Also, if anyone in the chat watched the Gossip Girl episode on HBO, I was a little bummed.
That's what I heard. I didn't watch it.
I didn't love it, and I'm sad because I really liked the writers that they hired and the casting directors, you know, having people that worked on Younger and Sex and the City, which I both loved. I thought they were really going to bring the hype, you know, even having the narrator back.
Kristen
Bell, who
yeah.
ended up making more money than anyone on Gossip Girl from the last season. But it was just bad. I think the only good actress was the lead girl. She was pretty good. And then Thomas Doherty from Disney Channel. He was great. He's kind of like the Chuck Bass-esque of this season. But other than that, it felt cheesy. I was like, come on, I need more from this. I thought it was going to be way more hyped up.
It's on
Wondering what
HBO
you guys
too,
thought.
right?
Yeah, it's HBO as well.
Well, that's shocking because I thought they would really like sex it up too.
Yeah, they like did, but they didn't. Like, it was weird. I was just kind of like sad.
Yeah, I
so
just don't
excited
know
for
if you
it.
can redo Gossip Girl. I can't even
Yeah.
rewatch it because like I was like I had my moment
Yeah.
and I can't go back.
Yeah.
I can't go back to that feeling. I had it and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
I know. It was just like So, and I wanted it to have a little bit more of like the Euphoria vibe to it with the production and everything and the music and the soundtrack, but it just didn't. So, I was a little bummed, but
Yeah, just to touch
whatever.
on a few other.
Oh yeah, we definitely want to do Bachelor in Paradise when it comes out. Like,
Yeah,
discuss
is
some of
Connor
those
going on?
episodes. No, Connor's not as of now
Okay.
that I know of.
Is he dating Maddie Prue?
No.
Elizabeth's about to spill tea.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not saying anything. But we should have Connor come back on here.
Yeah, we should.
and
We should.
have him give an update on what he's going on. I think he was possibly just moving to LA at one point. I'm not sure if he's back in Texas. I got to reach out. I'll send him a text today and see what's going on with him. But
Amazing.
I think we pretty much covered everything, and we're excited to come back to speak with you guys tomorrow about whatever happens tonight. I'm sure it's gonna be crazy. I hope we get all 3 new girls in tonight.
Yes.
And the new guy, what's his name again? Sorry.
Isaiah.
Okay.
And we will have an interview for you
Yes.
tomorrow with the ever so lovely Ariel.
Yeah, we're interviewing Ariel right after this.
If
So,
you guys have any questions, we do have a questions box up on our Instagram for
Please submit
Ariel.
them
So
in.
please submit if you have any questions you are dying to know the answer to.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching After the Island. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Nutrafol, HelloFresh, and BetterHelp for their support of our show. Check them out. Use our offers. You can find all the details right in the notes below. Please subscribe while you're here on the chat. Give this video a like. We'd love to see the support. We love seeing all your comments you guys leave. Also, if anyone could take a minute and go on the podcast, like Apple Podcasts, and leave us a rating, give us 5 stars or whatever you think. That would be great too. We're trying to build up that rating. And thanks again to Forever Dog Podcast Network. Remember, you can listen to us via podcast too. So just search After the Island on your favorite podcast app.
Yeah, do it. You can
Yes.
follow us on Instagram, AlexStewart11, eWebs with 2 Z's, and